Right, we will get started. I do have food with me, so I will be munching as I'm drawing. So don't worry about it, like always. I do apologize, my desk is like an absolute mess, so I'm just gonna chuck shit everywhere. I haven't even got the fucking commission open. Right, where is the commission? Where did I save the commission? Oopsie. Oh man, I wished I yeah, I wish I actually used like proper file names and stuff. Alright, you know what I'm gonna do? Wait. Oh, okay, I think I know where I saved the commission. Yeah, it's here, there it is. Right, open that. And then, yeah, there we go. Let's see, move this over there. That can go there, this can go here. Yeah, so this is the commission. It's basically a Bang Dream and Phoenix Wright crossover. And specifically it's the band Hello Happy World like dressed up as like the Phoenix Wright characters and stuff. So this was the rough sketch I did, and what we're gonna do is at least draft it out today and like go from there. I don't know if I'll be finishing it today, mainly because it is quite a big illustration with not only like multiple characters, but it's also just going to be like scene elements and stuff, so it'll take a while, and plus, as I said, I've got food. Yeah, I actually have a steak. Yum. My steak is kind of gone cold. That's a shame. Nom nom. But yeah, this with this being an actual commission, I'm gonna try and focus on the commission as much as possible. If I do get to a point where it's like I need a break, then any sort of breaks that I take will not incorporate into, like, you know, the actual time that I've been like spending on actually doing the commission, if that makes sense. I need to actually like chew my food first. Oh, I'll cut it into smaller pieces, so I'm going to do. So I've got a steak because I bought a rump steak because I wanted a steak. And I usually like cut it into smaller pieces to eat and stuff. But with me being on stream, these pieces need to be smaller, so yeah. I was gonna be like, this isn't like, but this is kind of chewy, and I just remembered, wait, no, I cook it medium rare, so of course it's gonna be chewy. So that's just my fault. Okay. Cut into smaller pieces. So yeah, basically, I recently changed the way my commissions work, and it's like the starting prices all stay the same. So like if you paid for like basic tier or grand tier and stuff, those starting prices stay the same. And in the future, no, yeah. So the starting prices stay the same. I usually allocate a time slot for the specific commissions. And stuff, and if I finish your piece within that allocated time slot, then like hooray, it is like, you know, it's actually, you don't have to pay anything extra. But if I do take longer, then that's when there'll be extra charges. It's just because I've learned from, you know, the amount of time that I've been doing commissions and stuff, and like, you know, changing the format and offering like different stuff and whatnot, and it's just like it's been a lot of trial and error, and all of the people who have also commissioned me over the years have also I imagine they also realized that it's been quite a trial and error for me, and it's just finding what works and whatnot, and the way that I'm doing it now sort of makes the most sense to me anyway. Because you know how like some artists are like, oh, I'll draw this for however much, and like, you know, I'll draw like a waist up for like £12, and then I'll draw a full body for like £15 and stuff. That sort of thing doesn't really work for me, because drawing a waist up and drawing a full body, basically they're both just similar. Oh, I just realized I need to do this all again. But yeah, drawing a waist up and then drawing a full body, like the sketching phase takes me the same amount of time, regardless of which you choose. So it's like, that's why I stopped working like that. And it's why like I've decided to start working like per hour kind of like thing. Because working by hour, it means that the things that actually take me the longest is line art, and so I can actually, like, you know, incorporate the time I put into line art and stuff. Hello, if then else. Yes, this is your commission. I don't know if you were here when I mentioned it, like right at the beginning, but it's like, if I do end up taking a break and like stop working on the commission, that time I take for the break does not get like added into like you know, the rest of the commission price, if that makes sense. I also have a steak, so I apologize that I'm eating on the job, but it's fine. No. Right, what I need is to actually bring up the commission references. Oh, okay, okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna like block out the room first. So we'll merge these two together. Do that, and then this can actually be shrunken down. I'm gonna be placed in the middle of the room. But yeah, it's also like this commission is the first that I'm doing regarding like, you know, a sort of working per hour kind of like thing. So it's still new to me, but you know, with line art taking me the longest, I have no idea how to sort of like calculate that like as a fixed price. So I was like, you know what, we'll just do the £20 per hour, because that's the rate that I'm comfortable charging. Some artists obviously charge more, some will charge way less. But you know, for a specialized skill as illustration, and especially as like how long I've been drawing, I don't feel comfortable charging minimum wage for it, because that's stupid. Because I spent nearly all my life drawing, and I'm not gonna work minimum wage for a skill I've built up over the years. Yeah, I waited too long. My chips are starting to get cold. God damn it. Right. With that part of the room, realistically, this would be pushed all the way back. So what I can do is I'll merge this, and then I'll shrink this down, and yeah, there we go. It gives me a bit more space to work with. I mean, like, everything will be drawn separately. It's just for, you know, the purposes of the actual illustration. I'm like, you know, drawing it the whole room first, just so like everything fits in together. But everything else will, you know, be separate and stuff. Yeah, so that's 100. So even if I drew like a Hagami here, you still get the full res of it and stuff, but then you zoom out and she's still quite, like, you know, she's still in the room in the right size and everything. So yeah. Right, so that will... That's gonna be one part of, like, the stand. And then bring that up slightly. That actually needs to be... like that. Yeah, because that's roughly the same height now, so if I... It's not 100% perfect. I don't have any, like, perspective tools actually in Paint Tool Sci, which kind of sucks, but it's... yeah, it's whatever. And then rotate that, flip that. And then slot that there. Yeah, that works. I've got sweet corn stuck in my tooth. But yeah, again with the commission on, like, you know, as an hourly rate and stuff. The reason I'm streaming it is just, it's also proof to me being like, hey, this is actually me taking, it's actually taking me this amount of time to, you know, draw the thing. Cause I could always be like, hey, like, oh, I took, like, I don't know, 20 hours. You owe me, like, what's 20 by 20? £400 now and stuff, when in fact it only took me, like, I don't know, 10 hours. This is also just so I can keep track of my own time, and also clients can see that I'm not lying about my process and stuff. Oh my gosh, I keep seeing so much, like, fake stuff online, and it's like, it's ridiculous. I saw a video this morning where it was an artist pretending she was being a beginner, like she was a beginner, and then, like, every single day her art was getting quote unquote better and better. And it's like, you know, it portrays a very unrealistic improvement in your art. And yeah, and obviously the whole AI thing and whatnot, that's an issue all in itself. But yeah, I don't know. No. Right, that is the witness stand. And then the judges stand is further back, so it's about here. Then obviously, like, these are the podium things on the side. They're kind of like at an angle. Oh yeah, the only reason why yeah, so the reason why my voice changes, like, it sounds really echoey here, but then it sounds a lot more crisp here. It's because my microphone's on, like, on the side now. Let me just move it a bit closer. It's on the side now. I will get another microphone stand in the future where I can actually position it in front of my face and everything. But for now, it's just gonna have to be like this. Is that actually how it's supposed to go? No, it's a bit closer. Okay. We'll merge that down there to I don't think I'm gonna, like, you know, there's clear reference of the courtroom and everything. I don't think I'm gonna do it like one by one, like one for one. Just to make it a bit more original and stuff, if that makes sense. And it also will take less time. Because the main thing really was, the scenario was that Kanon and Misaki are being accused of being lewd. Or not lewd, but just, you know, they were kissing. And then Hagumi is being Phoenix Wright, Kaoru is being Edgeworth, and then obviously Kokoro is the judge. So, like, you know, so long as I can fit the witnesses slash defendant at like a good distance, but keep these two like arguing at their wits and stuff, then it should be fine. I could always change the size of the canvas as well. It's the little Hagumi. I think the top doesn't have to be as big. Oops. Oh, okay. It's the little hidden Hagumi that I couldn't move. Yeah, so something like this. Like, Kokoro's still gonna be, like, visible and everything. And then if I do this... because then it's a bit more bigger now. I'll probably make this, like the witness stand, a bit bigger. We are gonna beat the lewd allegations. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll make this bigger, just so like, it'll actually incorporate both Misaki and Kanon standing here. It is a lot more smaller on the reference, but as I said, I'm not copying it one for one. I'm sort of like making my own version. And yeah. If I am also making my own version, it just means I can sort of bring these up slightly. Yeah, that'd be fun. I just realized if I have a steak, then actually, like, I literally cannot talk as I'm chewing. We'll make these a bit bigger as well. See, now I wish I hadn't merged the back part on. I mean, that works. And then the judge's stand can be a bit bigger. There we go. I'll move the little Hagumi face here. I'll draw Kaoru here. And then Kokoro will be... actually, yeah, I need to make that a bit smaller. Kokoro will be a bit smaller. Obviously, because she's further in the back, but it's fine. Because, like, this, it looks really small. Or, like, canvas-wise, it looks quite cramped and stuff. But actually, if I zoom in, this is 100%. So, Kokoro... Kokoro will be here. And... you know, this is 100%. This is the actual resolution of the image. She's actually quite big. Oh yeah, her face is like massive. Oopsie. Oops. Oh, it's on the... I put it on the wrong layer. Either way. Yeah. She's gonna be quite big. And then, yeah. But it's gonna be like really high resolution and everything, so yeah. I apologize if I'm not as active and speaking in today's stream. It's mainly because like I've had a rough couple of days. So like a part of me like knew if I did cancel today's stream, then like, you know, everyone would understand, but at the same time it's like, no, I really wanted to stream and actually do something, because like the past few days I haven't been as productive, which kind of, I wouldn't say it brought my mood down or anything, but I was feeling a bit bummed out that I wasn't able to, like, you know, just do as much as I wanted to and everything, so yeah. But either way, I think the main thing of today is we'll sort out the line art. No, we'll sort out the sketch and everything. And if we're just able to just do the line art, then that's fine. Right. So we'll merge. That can be all in its one layer. Yeah. That's all one layer on its own. Oh. Let's not merge that layer actually. No. What I will do is I'll copy and paste that, move that there. And then separate all of these elements. You know, in a way, the Phoenix Wright games could also be something I look into stream at some point, because I'm pretty sure the trilogy is on... It's on Switch now, isn't it? And weren't they gonna release the second, yeah, weren't they gonna release the second trilogy as well? Or is that already out? I don't remember. So when it comes to Ace Attorney, the games that I have played are, I watched a playthrough of the first game because my friend was playing it at the time. I played Dual Destinies was my first game, and then I played Apollo Justice, and then those two are technically the only games I've played. Yeah, so I played Dual Destinies, I played Apollo Justice in that order as well, so I went backwards. And I watched a playthrough of the first game. I'm pretty sure. So like, I did have the trilogy on, like, for iOS, but I have I've since, like, gotten rid of all of my Apple devices, and also I don't think they support stuff all the way up to now. Like, iOS support is so finicky and annoying to deal with, and it's like, ugh. Right. So that little, yeah, these little sketches that I have in the background, they need to be gone because they're in the way. So grab that, merge these three and hide that layer. There we go. So yeah, this is what this looks like so far. So Canon and Misaki need to be here. The poses for Misaki and Canon will change, but for now I will just shove them there. Yeah, all the Ace Attorney games are all the Ace Attorney games are on modern platforms now, except for the Edgeworth spin-offs, which are out in a few months, and Layton and Phoenix Wright, which is probably never getting re-released. Oh yeah, so I watched a playthrough of the Layton and Phoenix Wright game. That was good, actually. That was interesting. But yeah, it probably won't be re-released, unfortunately. But you never know. They might be. But so yeah. Damn, I kind of wished I kept the I kind of wish I kept the steak in the microwave, or like at least somewhere warm, because I was on. It's gone all cold now, and it's like, god damn it. Oh. That's fine. Right, so... yeah, so obviously, with the actual reference for Phoenix, the the desk is like, you know, it's how I drew it in the original sketch of like this. It's like a diagonal. It was just the way that that Phoenix was pointing and how these sprites worked at the time. But we're not gonna worry too much about that. We'll just deal with it as it goes. And plus, I think with the way that I'm gonna draw, I'm gonna keep their poses here and just adapt it for the perspective that I've drawn it at. But yeah, as I said about Kokoro, if at 100%, this is how, like, she's still gonna be quite high res. I'm still gonna draw them all on separate, like, layers and, like, sections and stuff. Just so, like, you know, if you wanted them at a separate, like, you know, to separate them and stuff, it'd be easy. But, yeah, we are gonna do that, so it's... Yeah, we'll start off drawing Hagami first. Yeah, so Hagami is Phoenix Wright, Kaoru is Edgeworth, Kokoro is the judge, and then Misaki is the Blue Badger. I don't actually know what game the Blue Badger's from. It might have appeared in the first game, but I don't remember. The only game I kind of vaguely remember is Apollo Justice, because Apollo is my favorite Ace Attorney character. But other than that, it's like, yeah. I'm just gonna quickly grab a reference of Hello Happy World. Just so I draw their hair, like, correctly and everything. I'm also gonna take another bite of steak. Well. Yeah, this one will do. He got all the ASMR chewing this today. That's a part. Oh, it's the stupid file. Save it as a PNG, please. There we go. There we go. I always find it really funny how, because Misaki is in this thing, how is she able to hold, like, both Kokoro, like, she's holding Kokoro, but how she, like, how is her head also able to support Hagami's weight on her shoulder as well? I don't know. If it was Kaoru, because Kaoru is a bit taller, it would have made a bit more sense, but, like, it's Misaki. Misaki's, like, roughly the same height as these two. Blue Badger is from case 1 to 5, which wasn't actually in the original Japanese release of the first one. It was added for the DS port, which is when they put it out in English. Oh, okay. It's been a very, very long time since I played the Ace Attorney games, to be fair. It's also been a long time since I watched stuff from it. So that's probably why I didn't remember him. I cosplayed Apollo in 2014. And that was the last time I played an Ace Attorney game, so it's been a long time. Yeah. As I said though, it is something I could potentially look back into getting into. Right, with Hagami. Oops, that's the wrong pen. Yeah, with the fact that, like, you know, the whole courtroom is sort of placed like this, I will be changing her stance slightly. But she's still gonna be, like, you know, the pointing out objection stance. Her head is too big. That's always the issue when I'm drawing, is that I always make the heads too big. Yeah, something like that, I think. Her face and nose might be a bit too forward. So something like that. Always make sure to flip the canvas so it looks right. I mean, her head isn't too bad, to be fair. I figured if Misake was wearing a costume, it should probably be a Kigurumi. I mean, it makes sense as for her as a character as well. Num. I still feel like her. It's the position that I'm trying to. Why is my my pen has been really weird. It's losing battery. Both of them lose battery really easily. I think that's the one that loses battery fastest. If they end up both dying, I'm gonna cry. I have two pens, and yet both of them seem to always have issues. Okay, at least this one's been charged. I'm pretty sure I do have another charger somewhere. I just don't know where it is. Obviously, I'm not gonna fully draw like her body and everything. I just want to make sure that the heights are correct, because, you know, especially with Kaoru being quite tall, I don't want to accidentally draw Hagumi like too short. I mean, no, I don't want to draw Hagumi like being a bit too big. And then comparing to Kaoru, who's like massive or something. It's the reason why I suggested drawing them as like one big illustration to begin with, because especially if they were all supposed to be fitting in together, then, you know, they kind of have to be all the same size and everything. Okay, so that will be used as a base for Kaoru. So we'll do that. And then that's actually gonna throw me off slightly, so once I draw the face, I think especially when it comes to commission stages, usually I would send the client like, you know, a sketch, and the, you know, a sketch, flat colors, shaded, everything, and then you know, any final edits that they need. I think especially if the client isn't able to watch my streams at all or doesn't want it to be streamed. Oh no, when I am streaming it and they can't watch it and give, you know, live feedback and stuff, I think what I'll probably do is I'll most likely not stop streaming, but like I'll probably, you know, grab something else to draw, or unless like you know, by the time sketch is finished, I'm stopping the stream and stuff. I don't know, something along those lines. But obviously I knew that you watch my stuff on, like, watch my streams and stuff, so yeah, it's appreciated that you are in chat. But like, basically, like, the streaming is just a good way for me to just actively keep track of my time. when it comes to the commissions and stuff. And like, I think if, say, a client, like, you know, say I did take about like 11 hours to finish a commission, the client isn't able to pay the, you know, the final invoice for something, I think I would allow like a payment plan of some sort. I really need to write like a proper contract and stuff. Because I had another friend ask me like about commissions, and I reminded him, yeah, it was on Netball. I reminded him like, hey, I've changed the way that commissions work now. It's you know, it's £20 an hour thing, and he was like, oh yeah, crap. I'll just have to budget for it and stuff. But it's like, if it's a simple commission, like, you know, the standard just one character on its own, no back, like, you know, just a color background and stuff, that would usually just take me like, you know, the allocated slot. It's just if you wanted like anything extras of like, you know, more detailed background, multiple characters, or like weapons or like detailed armor and stuff, then that's when the £20 an hour fee comes into play more. Because, you know, at that point I am sort of like, you know, using a bit more of my time to draw these elements and whatnot. So yeah. Okay, luckily with Kaoru, luckily with Kaoru, I feel like her pose is a bit more easy to work with at the angle that I've drawn the podium. So it should be like that. And then I can always bring this arm up. Something like that. And then her head's like tilted towards this way. So her head needs to be actually tilted. So something like this, and then her ears would actually be here. See, when it comes to clients who don't want their commissions streamed, say if it's like, you know, not appropriate for streaming, or like it's a surprise or something, then I'll still record the process on OBS and stuff, just to keep track of my time again. I think the only reason why I wanted to stream it and stuff, it's just also like providing like actual content for me to like, and stuff to do, I guess, if that makes sense. I don't know. Okay, so there's Hagumi, there's Kokoro. I mean, yeah, there's Hagumi, there's Kaoru. And then, yeah. What I'll actually do is shrink them down slightly. Move Kaoru back a bit. Yeah, their legs won't be shown anyway. But it's fine if they stand there. I feel like Hagumi's arm's a bit too short. So let's pull it out. Yeah. Yelling out an objection. And then That's cool. I was meaning to ask about comms that couldn't be streamed. Yeah, so I'll still record the process in OBS. It's just mainly because like I always had a rough estimate of how long commissions and like just my artwork in general usually take. And I always thought like, oh okay, they'll usually be about like 4 hours and stuff. And then it wasn't until I actually started streaming that I realized, oh wait, they're actually taking me longer than 4 hours. Which actually comes into an issue of like, am I actually charging correctly for my time? So yeah, but the most likely thing of when it comes to like commissions I can't stream, I'll record them in OBS. More so for me, but if the client wants to see the recording as well, they can see it because it's their artwork and well, it's theirs commission that I'm drawing. And so yeah, it's proof to me that I can draw within the certain time limit that I've given, but also, you know, I don't know, I'm not very good at explaining stuff today. Based? I'm not based, what the fuck? What the hell are you saying based to for? I'm innocent, I swear. With Kokoro, I'm gonna draw her just slightly larger, and then I will shrink her down slightly. Oh yeah, the original note said that she was like swinging the gavel, wasn't it? She. Let's have a look. Kokoro is wearing the judge's garb and is sat doing wind-up spins with the gavel, showing more enthusiasm than any judge should. Mine are only like 4 hours, right? Right? Yes. So when it comes to the deposit, usually I'm just gonna pull up some examples. So most definitely if you're just wanting like one character on their own with like a simple background and stuff, then yeah, that will just be 4 hours. Let me just pull up a good example. I guess this one? I don't actually know how long this took me. But this is the one I'm using for the reference, well, for the example anyway. So this is Waverly. This is the grand tier option, because if you look, she, like, you know, it has really nice shading and everything. And this is basically the standard for grand tier, which is like just one character on their own, weapon not included. So this probably wasn't a good example. But like, you know, it's just, if it's just one character, simple background, then that should only take me 4 hours. I know I'm memeing. I'll pay you whatever it ends up being. God damn it, stop doing this to me, bro. But with the way that the deposits work anyway, technically, I mean, I'm giving you an hour for free. So basic tier, I'm gonna pull up your commission of your Octoling character ball. Let me just find it again, wherever the fuck I saved it. There it is. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, this, like, this is, because it's basic tier, it's very simple shaded, like, coloring style and stuff. I would allocate about 2 to 3 hours, most likely 3 hours, and I charge £40 for it. If you calculate that, I'm technically giving you an hour for free, and it's the same with Grand Tier as well. Grand Tier starts at 60, but I allocate 4 hours for it. So that's kind of like how the deposits work. When it comes to the 5-minute tier, it starts at £10. Mainly because of like the 5-minute doodles that I offer within that tier. And that's, you know, if you calculate it half an like £10 is technically only half an hour. But you know, it just allows you to like have a bit more freedom and stuff. So like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm explaining it very well. An hour free based. Fine, I'm not gonna accept your commissions then. Jeez, he's bullying me now. Anyway, back to this. Kokoro's fringe always confuses me because I don't like the fact that it's not straight. And it's like, Kokoro, why is your fringe like this? What madman cut this for you? If she cut it herself, then that makes sense. But it's like, she's a rich girl. How could her family let her walk around with these like choppy, uneven hair like this? What the hell? The idea for this commission comes from Hello Happy World's cover of Rainbow Cyber. Oh yeah, Love Trial. Coming up in my song rotation and hearing Kokoro say guilty a whole lot. That's a good song though, to be fair. I still have like a lot of my steak to eat. So, as I said, if I'm really quiet today, 1, I'm not doing too well. And 2, I have, yeah, it's really hard to talk when you have steak in your mouth. The judge has quite a big beard, doesn't he? Very bushy beard. I imagine it's not an insult though. It probably wasn't. Based, a word used when you agree with something or when you want to recognize someone for being themselves, i.e. courage and unique and not caring what others think. Is that what based actually means? Oh, cool. So it means this whole time well, to be fair, I never used the word based. But I also didn't fully understand the meaning of it. Thank you for telling me that then. You can tell that I am very, very old because I don't hop on all these new trends and slang and shit. Every time I go into YouTube and like something from Hololive shows up, especially when it's Bijou, yeah, I always think of her stupid meme song where it's like sticking out your gyat and stuff, and it's like, it's just all the Gen Alpha slang. It fucking terrifies me because I'm like, what does any of this mean? I mean, I know what it means now, like, yeah, I know what it means to an extent, but at the same time the younger generation like terrifies me. I'm still really salty about the so I did a convention recently. I had 2 kids come up to me and like they were just asking, I'm older than you. I know you are, but you seem to like understand more of the slang. I didn't know what pog was until you mentioned it. So it's like, what? But yeah, at the most recent convention I went to, there was these 2 kids who, like, I think they asked something about my artwork, and I was like, did you do, like, at first, and I was like, question mark, are you asking, like, did I, like, you know, is this my artwork? And I was like, yeah. And turns out I misheard them, because they were like, oh yeah, this is AI artwork. And I was like, no, I drew everything that's here, that you see on this table. And so then they were like, oh, that's you're really talented and everything. And it's like, cool. Thanks for complimenting my artwork after you insulted it, saying it was AI. Still really salty. Yeah, so Kokoro's a bit big. but it's fine. We will shrink her down if needed. If she's spinning her gavel, we'll do that. I need to sneeze. I think knowing this stuff is just a consequence of being too online. I mean, yeah, that's true, but I'm always online, but I think it's because I stick within my own stuff. And I also don't look at like recent trends or anything. I don't fucking know. There we go. There's Kokoro spinning her gavel. I understand most of it because Bagel memeing it to me. Oh yeah, okay. That makes a lot of sense because that's who Bagel is. Of course you'll know this stuff from Bagel. Bagel's just cringe. I love Bagel, he's just very cringe sometimes. Anyway, there's Kokoro spinning her little gavel. Her hair is like all over the place. I think I need like better reference than this because her little scepter that's here is kind of in the way of her actual hair. I know it's like really messy though. Right. I need to actually finish my food, so no. Bagel is pog and cringe at the same time. That is very true. But yeah, it makes sense that you know all this stuff through Bagel, because Bagel is just Bagel. Anyway, this is what the commission looks like so far. Let's actually give Hagumi some hair, because at the moment she has no hair. Not gonna lie, unfortunately, like, when it comes to Bang Dream characters, Hagumi's always been one of those, like, really forgetful ones for me. Like, I forget she's there most of the time. Whenever I think of Hello Happy World, I always think of Kanon. No, not Kanon. I always think of Kaoru first. And then, well, Kokoro first, and then Kaoru. But I think that's more so, like, yeah, that it's more so like I'm a Roselia fan, so I always think of Roselia first, and then no, actually that's a lie. I think of Hina first, and then I think of Roselia, and then everyone else. I also feel like most of Afterglow are quite forgetful, like sometimes, because their music is just it's just a bit boring to me. It's just, you know, your classic J-pop and stuff, and it doesn't really stand out. Is that how Hakumi's hair is? Yeah, it is. Okay, now that I've actually drawn Hakumi's hair, 1, it needs to be shrunk down, and 2, her head is too big now. Fucking old. Yeah, and then I will sketch. I'm gonna sketch Misaki and Kanon. I actually have to change their pose. Give me a sec. Misaki, Kanon. Kanon dressed as Maya Fey. Misaki dressed like the blue badger with no headpiece, a stud, and a witness stand. They're panically embracing each other while fwaying, also gaily screaming in Misaki's face and blushing. That is very gay. Let me grab up this. And let's move it out the way, actually. Actually, no. Let's move it back. I'm just trying to think of how they would hug and embrace. Cause like ideally they would be facing Kokoro. Well, Misaki would be facing Kokoro. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna flip, like swap their places, because Kanon's on the defense side, so she would actually be here. Coming from where Hagumi is standing. Because that's, you know, who Maya is. So Misaki would be stood here. Yeah, her back is facing towards us. She's still gonna have the blue badger headpiece here. Was there something else that I accidentally selected? Oh, I thought I selected something else when I selected this layer. It turns out I didn't erase something, that's why it's picked it up. Yeah, so then Kanon would be like embracing her this side. Sort of like as if she was running to her or something. Yeah, because like, you know, Misaki's on the prosecutor's stand. Or like on the witness stand and stuff, and then Kanon's just come over and just like hugged her out of nowhere. Something like that. I still have like 2-3 pieces? No. I'd say about like 2.5 pieces left of my steak. It's gone cold now, unfortunately. But there's some parts of the steak that are quite fatty. That, like, you know, those are the parts that I literally cannot chew. So we'll just leave them. And yeah. I'm still gonna... I don't know if I'll be able to finish the chips. But I've got sweet corn and onions on the plate, so I'm gonna try and at least finish all my veggies. See, I think starting in September, or actually no, just starting next week, I'm probably gonna delay art streams just to a bit later. Like Sunday streams can stay the same because I don't have any more Sunday cons now, but Ray's gets home at 4:30 and I usually cook for him, so you know, it just gives me a bit of time to make food and everything and to hang out with him before I have to stream and stuff. I'm gonna eat my veggies, just probably not finish all my chips. Misaki-chan, have you seen what Kokoro-chan's doing with that gavel? I think this trial is over. Oh no, she's constantly... So no, what Kokoro is doing, she's constantly spinning the thing, but she's also hitting the thing. There we go, yeah, she's constantly hitting it as well. As if to silence everyone and, like, you know, give her final verdict. That's why the trial's over. Right. Move them a bit higher. Yeah, like that. Yeah, hide that. And then do that. Nomsteku. We won't be able to see Canon's ponytail, but to be fair, with the fact she's cosplaying Maya, I could just draw her with Maya's hairstyle anyway. I always forget that with Canon's hairstyle, you can actually see her ears. I think it's whenever you're seeing her in a live 2D form, like her little side bangs here are always covering her ears. So yeah, but then at any other angle, you can actually see her ears. Right. Okay. She's gonna have like little beads. Actually. Yeah, there we go. I was thinking, like, did I actually want Canon to have Maya's actual hairstyle? And I was like, yeah, I do. It's fine. You can still tell it's gonna be Canon because her hair's gonna be blue. And then I actually need a reference of Misaki. Wherever she is. It's because whenever you pull up like a full shot of Hello Happy World, you only get like Michelle instead of Misaki. All I need is just a picture of Misaki's hair. I guess that... Oh, there we go. That's a... yeah. I'm not gonna bother saving it. It's fine. Actually, to be fair, like, Misaki's hairstyle is quite easy to draw. Because all you need to know is that there's a parting above her right eye and that her hair clips are on the right side as well. Right. Yeah, so if I drew her face like this, her face should actually be a bit more tighter. It's weird that you never see Misaki and the Michelle at the same time. Yeah, I wonder why that is. It's fine. Canon knows the truth. See, all of these guys, who like, you know, the people who are in the justice system, they're probably all wondering like, huh, I wonder why Michelle is. And like, you know, Canon's the only one who knows the truth. Can you actually see Misaki's ear? Yeah, you can. See, like, when I first got into Bang Dream, I used to mistake Misaki and Maya all the time. And that's because, one, they're, like, both their names start with M. They both have, like, you know, long, well, medium-ish, like, brown hair. And I was like, these two girls look almost identical, like, what the fuck? But then, like, you know, the more you know the characters, the more you're like, oh, okay, they're very similar, especially in their, like, as their role in the bands. I mean, like, Misaki has a bit more, because she has to look after, you know, the three idiots. And, like, Maya, she's, you know, she's just a nerdy one in pastel palettes. But, like, you know, she also kind of, I'd say she's also kind of like, you know, the level-headed one in pastel palettes, because you have Aya, who's the, you know, the true idol, like, you know, she wants to be an idol and everything. You have Chisato, who's, you know, just very Chisato. And then you have Hina, who just goes with, she just does it, like, anything and stuff. She's like happy-go-lucky, she just does whatever. And then you have Eve, who's just all about Bushido and stuff. And I always find Maya, she was always quite the, you know, the level-headed one in pastel palettes, you know. Yeah, my chips are all cold now, god damn it. I know what you are, lesbian and thought bubble. Misaki's just gay. Okay, the strap goes down this way. I can't tell how it's actually attached to this belt thingy, but it's fine. We'll also draw the face this way, just so you can tell it's the blue badger. Is it doing it like is it just a smile? So like... See, luckily, because of the costume, I don't have to draw fingers for Misaki. I also need the reference for Maya back up again. I have Discord on my TV, so that's where I'm pulling all of the Ace Attorney references from, rather than like saving them all and everything. It's quite a big bow, but it's not. I guess I could draw it slightly, and then it comes down here. Yeah, and then yeah, it's fine if her like her kimono reaches up to her knees, because that's how Maya's actually is. And then she has sandaled. I hate drawing feet. That's fine. There we go. So that's the new / improved sketch, but not really. I'll fix everything up and everything. Right, I'm gonna have some veggies. Sweet corn and onions. That's what we eat in this household. See, luckily, Phoenix is right. It's very simple to draw. Because all he wears is just a blue suit. Nom nom. I think my microphone is literally picking up all the sounds of my chewing and stuff, and it's like, sorry, not sorry. I've been really bad lately when it comes to like actually eating food, because I always forget. Like did I even have breakfast? I don't think no, I did have breakfast. I looked over, there's a bowl of cereal over there. So I did have breakfast. But then it got to like 2. And it turns out I forgot to have lunch. And I was like, oh shit. Do I have to make lunch now? And stuff. But then I was like, oh, but like Razor's gonna be home, so I just had like a tiny lunch. And whatnot. And then, yeah. Yeah, it's literally just a blue suit, and then... We're not gonna... Like, now that I've figured out the heights for Hagumi and Kaoru, I don't have to bother drawing her... I'll draw up to the waist. Because then that's at least something. Does Hagumi even have boobs? They're just small and flat. How old is Hagumi again? Is she was second, yeah. Pretty sure she's 2nd year, and now she's 3rd year. Because she's one of Kazumi's childhood friends. Which means, yeah, she's the same age as Kokoro. That makes sense. And then Kanon and Kaoru were the year above, right? Was Misaki a year above, or she's a year younger? I don't remember. Alright, that's Hagumi. That's Kokoro. That's the sketch I don't need, and that's Kaoru. See, Edgeworth has always been really fancy with his stupid ascot and his waistcoat. Rude. I'm sorry. Yeah, her hand will just be like this. See, I tried... By the way, yeah, I tried lowering the stream latency. I think last time Zio checked it out. Oh, like, no, Undead Bowl checked it, it was 30 seconds, and then Zio checked it a couple of days, no, like last week or something, and he said it was about like 20 seconds, so I have no idea. Like, I did change it, but I don't know if it's improved or anything. Misaki's the same year as Kokoro and Hagu. She's student council president now. Oh yeah, she is. What's Arisa then? Is Arisa still in the student council, isn't she? Because it used to be Rinko. And then obviously Rinko and Sayo both graduated. Right. I just remembered I have tea as well. I should probably be drinking my tea. No, my tea's getting cold. Ugh. Ugh. Non-veggies. Oh, Arisa's vice president. Okay. So wait, does that mean that Misaki joined the council like in her 3rd year? Because I don't think she was a council in the council in her 2nd year, was she? I don't remember. See, when it comes to Bang Dream, I'm just waiting for my go to be in the thing, but they announced that they were going to be in the game at the end of July, and then unfortunately they had to delay it, and it's like mid-August now, or like no, almost the end of August, and they're still not in the game. They're probably, because I believe in the Japanese version, after my go was put into the game, that's when the Japanese version of the game stopped working with Craft Egg, and they were like sort of doing their own thing, because that's, I feel like that's why the English side of it is like having issues, is because they're trying to navigate around that hurdle. I don't think she was in the council. Yeah, I'm pretty sure in the 2nd year it was Arisa who was there, and then it was Sayo, and then it was Rinko. Anyway, so that is the base sketch. What I'm gonna do as well is I'm gonna add all the details of like the banisters and everything. Did someone tag me in a thing? Yeah, they did. What the hell's that? I don't know. I'm getting distracted by stuff. I do apologize. Okay, squids. I will do that later. And there's a meme. Sorry, I was looking at what the fuck is what the fuck is that meme? Sorry, I was looking in the Discord server. It's something new in the meme channel, don't worry about it. No, I did need Discord. Because I needed a picture of the courtroom. You know what, I will save that. Oops. Save the fucking thing. Yeah, courtroom. And then open it up inside. Because, yeah. Download. Sure. There we go. Yeah, so this is detailed as fuck. And it's like, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna draw it detailed and everything. Do I need this? No, I don't. I'm gonna close that. And then yeah, luckily the side of the banister isn't actually like too super detailed. I know I made this line like this as well, but it's actually a lot thinner, so I will sketch it thinner. That's not straight in the slightest. You know what, I said I was gonna finish my veggies, but I think I'm full. So we will move this over there. That was prawn crackers from yesterday, and I should probably eat. Oopsie. Yeah, well, we're gonna draw the thingies in. So first off, we're gonna put them all into their separate little folders. So Misaki and Kanon are there. Kaoru will be in a folder of her own. The Kokoro in a folder of her own. And then Hagumi is also going to be in a folder of her own. Sweet. Oh, okay. Yeah, so if that goes like that, and then it actually stays straight. Okay. Do. Yeah, and see, that's why I said that like her legs doesn't actually matter that much. I did draw the bottom of her suit jacket, but that's more so, you know, just in case I need to move her up or anything. She could be she could be sitting, like standing on a stool, just so she's a bit taller or something. But yeah. As I saw it wasn't a guide, or well, it was a guide. It was like a business plan thing for like content creation and stuff, and they were like, yeah, you need to do this, make, you know, this many reels, post this frequently. And it's like, I understand that is what I need to do, but at the same time it's like, I don't know if I can keep up with that, unfortunately. Like, you know, the whole point why I started streaming was so I had content to, you know, to edit and stuff, and I just had content. But it's just, it takes a lot out of you, and stuff. And it's like, to be fair, I know I am doing a lot more than what most other people can do, but even then it's still a hell of a lot of work. I know I can get there. It's also very stressful and stuff. And it's like, I think for now, I'll just do things at my own pace. Because it's like, even if I end up editing stuff that might be like a couple of months old, it's like, you know, there's still going to be people who's never seen it before. And then it's just a taste of what my content is like and stuff, you know? There we go. It's not cheating, I drew it. Right. I also realized Kaoru is in the other thing. So actually, Kokoro's layer should be below. Yeah. There we go. Sweet. Yeah, so that's Kaoru and Hagumi sorted. That's the sketch. That's the courtroom. Shove that in there too. Shove that in there, actually. See, I drew canon. Am I still alive or am I dead? I think I'm alive. Yeah, my OBS decided to die. You didn't start a new stream, did you? Like you did last time. Sorry, I'm just making sure like everything is working properly. Oops. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally opened it on the thingy. Stream froze for a minute, you're back. Okay, that is fine. That is what I wanted. I didn't want it to be like last time when I was drawing Ellen, and it basically ended my stream, and then it continued, like it picked up a different stream that I scheduled, and did that instead. And I was like, why are you like this? But it's fine. It reconnected fine. Okay, cool. Anyway, the courtroom, the witness stand, you can't actually see that well because of how close these two are in proximity. But you can still see bits of it, so I will still draw the bits. So yeah. And then it's actually a bunch of like holes that are here. I'll just do that for then. And then there's a Kokoro. I still feel that Kokoro's a bit too big. I think she's still a bit too big for how high this is supposed to be. I mean, yeah, there we go, that would be fine. shove that there, and then this can go here. My tooth hurts. I don't know why. Ugh. Right. This could end up being a shorter stream than I anticipated, mainly because like I don't know, I'm just feeling really off today, so I do apologize. I basically yesterday I woke up with like a horrible cramps, and I just felt absolutely dead. So that wasn't fun. I basically died on the sofa. And like whilst I was okay, like later in the day and like this morning, I'm better than I was yesterday, but I still woke up with like a bit of pain and stuff. And I think it's just you know, doing conventions and just traveling a lot and whatnot. I feel like maybe it's like a slight bit of burnout, maybe. So that's not fun. I was gonna say that's always fun, and it's like, yeah, no, it's not. So I could be slightly burnt out. So yeah. So in September as well, I was planning to start like streaming, like doing another art stream basically. And at first I was gonna be like, yeah, this is gonna be like all of the new content that I'll be like making into merchandise and stuff. And I was gonna draw like a bunch of like fan art again. And I started sketching some of it. Well, I started sketching like one or two things on Saturday, and like I drew Miku basically, and I was like, I'm not feeling it. I'm really not feeling drawing fan art again just to sell, because there's no guarantee that it will sell. So what I'm gonna do for those September streams is I have a bunch of like OC profiles that I need to finish. So most likely we will be drawing those instead. Because then, you know, they're actually OCs. I actually like drawing them. And I've been wanting to finish those for ages. And, you know, I'd rather be doing that than forcing myself to draw artwork that I may not necessarily want to, just for the prospect that it will sell. And it's like, I don't wanna be like one of those artists who just draw things because it's popular, and that it will sell. Because like that's what's kind of leads to like oversaturation in the market. So like I made friends with an artist who, they were next to me at Anime Manga Pop, and like they actually when I got there, they were like, oh my god, like I actually recognized your name because I bought something from you like years ago. And I was like, fuck, I'm old. But it was also like, they mentioned to me that because everyone's been drawing Has-Been Hotel, that everyone's been drawing Has-Been Hotel artwork. Because, you know, I'm pretty sure it was released, like a pilot was released years ago, and now the full series is available on Amazon now, I think. Like everyone's been drawing it, and like you see a lot of cosplayers of it, obviously, but because a lot of the other artists are drawing them as well, it's kind of like the artist next to me, she's called Sugarloaf, and she was saying how like it's really hard to sell the Has-Been Hotel merchandise that she has, mainly because everyone else is selling it. And so, like, you know, I didn't want to... I didn't want to fall back into the trap of I'll draw fan art hoping that it will sell, and it doesn't. If that makes sense. Because that's basically what happened before. And I got really, really bad burnout from doing that. And then by the end of it, I was like, none of it's selling. Why am I doing this? And it just wasn't stuff that I was happy with creating anymore. And it's sort of like an endless cycle that I've been trying not to fall back into. So I think, yeah, I'm gonna probably just put more time back into OCs and stuff. It's also like, I know you shouldn't look at social media likes, because they, you know, they essentially mean nothing, and it's just internet clout and whatnot. But I did. And I did notice that, especially if you take a break from social media, then yeah, your algorithm completely tanks. And it essentially, you know, your algorithm and your reach gets completely ruined. But in a way that sort of made me feel a bit better, because now I understand that, like, you know, even if so-and-so person has, like, you know, this many likes and stuff, it doesn't necessarily mean they're getting that, like, you know, the followers amount of attention, because you only ever get about like 10% of engagement compared to your follower like and stuff. But it's also like, you know, internet likes don't count towards how many sales you'll get, or like how many clients you'll get and stuff. So it's kind of like, I really, you know, as much as I'd loved for my artwork to actually make money, I'd really just like people just to enjoy the artwork rather than worrying if it's gonna sell, which was that was my mindset last year when, you know, I actually liked my job. Internet likes don't pay the bills. Yeah, exactly. Like, yes, last year all I was doing was drawing my gay squids and, you know, just posting it on places where I know people wouldn't see them, but that was the most happiest I was, especially when it came to my artwork. And that, yeah, yeah, that was just the most happiest I was. And then obviously I got fired, and I am now sort of in the state where it's like, yeah, like, I'm gonna turn my art into like a self-employed thing. And it's like that, I think that's starting to get to my head a bit again, of like, my artwork's not making enough money and stuff to sustain my life and stuff. But it's like, if I force myself to draw stuff hoping that it will sell, that's not the way that an artist should go down, and it's not the way that I want to go down, because I've already been there and I've already done that and it wasn't for me. So that's the reason why, like, I'm still gonna start doing like 4 streams starting in September, but instead of drawing like the fan art stuff, I'm gonna draw original stuff, because there's a bunch of OC profiles that I need to finish, and I really want to be able to actually draw more comics, and, you know, just getting that out there and stuff. Even if no one reads it, I know there's a handful of people who do read it, and that's, you know, that's what matters to me most, is that a handful of people enjoying it is, you know, it's better than nothing, and it's better than you know, no one. Like, yeah, it's better than that I have a handful of like really wholehearted fans than like thousands of fans who only glance at my stuff and then forget about it, if that makes sense. I'm being really sappy, but it's a topic that means a lot to me, because it's something I've been battling for like the whole like years that I've been on the internet and stuff. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare to deal with. Why did I make a square? But yeah. Anyway, we're doing the background now. Right. We are... Yeah, I think, unfortunately, I think I will end up ending the stream a bit early, just because I am a bit burnt out and I am a bit tired. And yeah, but I'm determined to at least finish this sketch, and then I will most likely schedule a stream again. I need to move around some of the art streams anyway to sort of incorporate the just incorporate a few things. And I think that there'll be some streams that I don't end up streaming, or like a few art streams that I've scheduled, but I probably will just draw them in my own time and stuff. So yeah, it's just because like when it actually comes to streaming, I'm also having to entertain people, and if I'm not in the mood to entertain, then it makes it like a difficult stream. Like, yeah, I could get content by like, recording my artwork and stuff, but actually editing down like my OBS recordings of my streams is actually quite a nightmare. So like the way that most people do it on social media is that they already have it in their art program. So Clip Studio Paint has a record time-lapse option. Procreate has the same option. I don't have that option here in Paint Tool Sci. And so the only option for me would be like to record it in OBS and then like condense it down into a 1-minute video or something. But that actually takes me at least like 2 rendering, like 2 movie renders to condense that all down. Mainly it's just, I think it's the program that I'm using, but I'm not paying for another program. I don't have that kind of money. So it's like, it actually takes a long time to render it down and everything. So yeah, but it's also like, yeah, again, it's just going down like to the content creation thing, and whatnot. And it's like, it's not a bad thing, but it's also like, I shouldn't have to follow latest trends to get my name out there and whatnot, because to be fair, the fans that I already have are actually quite loyal fans. They've been following my art for a really long time, and for that I am very appreciative of that. It's also like, so I mentioned earlier that I was watching a video. It was basically about this TikToker who was faking being a beginner artist when they were really not a beginner. Like, they weren't a beginner, but they weren't like professional level or anything. But you could tell something was fishy because their improvement on their account was like way too fast, and they were just pretending to be a beginner artist to just sort of gain more clout, and in the end they were basically like, oh, I'm really sorry, I deceived a lot of people. This was a social experiment to see to fake being a beginner and then improving in like a really fast amount of time and stuff. And basically the whole reason why they did it is because they were frustrated at their own personal accounts like growth and stuff, because they only had about 50 followers, and so they did this experiment. They ended up getting like about like 30,000 likes, follows on their TikTok account, but then they got caught out and everything, and so they unfortunately, like, they stopped doing stuff on that account, and they basically just like dropped off the face of the earth, essentially. Yeah, social experiment, exactly. I always don't know how to feel about social experiments, because some of the social like quote-unquote social experiments that I see online can be vile. Some of them are just there for the shock value, and it's kind of like why are you doing this kind of like thing. It's bizarre and very weird. But basically they did that, and it sort of made it didn't sort of make me realize, but it is, you know, those small number of people who decided to click the follow button, or, you know, to actually befriend you and stuff, that, you know, that it means a lot, and it shouldn't be taken for granted, and stuff. That's why I'm trying to build like a little community. Like, even so, like the Discord at the moment has about 20 members. Even if it's only 20 members, like it's better than nothing, and stuff. And like, even if it is just another Discord server with all my close friends, it's close friends who are actually like, you know, who actually enjoy my artwork, and for that I'm grateful. Of like, even if I'm not making much money to sustain myself, like people are still enjoying my artwork. And it's the reason why that, like, because I was thinking about it as I was bringing my food upstairs as well. Even if my artwork doesn't make enough money to sustain myself, it just means that, one, I need a part-time job, which I need anyway. But two, it's like, I'd rather people just enjoy what I created. If I have to continue doing it for free, oh, well, to be fair, I want more of my content to be free, because it just means more people will be able to discover it a bit more. And I have no issues with that. Yeah, people are always saying like, oh, you should like set up a like subscription service, or you could set up like a sticker club, or something on Patreon, get subscriptions, sell more of this artwork and stuff. And it's like, that, unfortunately, that's just not me. I, you know, not gonna lie, I have thought of those kinds of ideas, but I think it was just more the fact that I'm gonna have to put more work doing those extra things, and on top of everything else that I'm already doing. It's like, that's a lot of work. And it's how I feel about, like, it's how I feel about editing and just content creation in general, is that like, it's a lot of work. And it's like, you know, unfortunately I have days like this where I'm really not feeling it, and that, you know, do I then have to write off that, like, today as like a day that I've not been working or something, and it's like, oh shit, I'm not making any money. I wasn't making any money to begin with anyway. And it's just those little things, and it's like, I'd rather find the right people who appreciate the work that I'm currently doing, rather than setting up something to, you know, rather than setting up something to satisfy like everyone. I'd rather be able to fulfill myself and also drag people along through my little art journey thing, you know? That, and it's like, if people did want to support me in a monetary way, one, I have, you know, my commissions are open. Yeah, they might take me a while, but if you're understanding and you actually do want to support me, then I let you know. And it's like, I always give regular updates about my commissions. If I'm taking too long, or if I'm having a bad day. Like today, like, I'm having a bad day, but I'm still trying to, I'm still gonna get the, like, you know, parts of it done. You know, I'm quite honest when it comes to like my mental health and just life things in general, because I don't want to, you know, I don't want to hide stuff, because that's what I've been doing all my life, and it's like, it's gotten to a point where it's like, I'd rather be honest about who I am as a person, and if I'm taking forever, then I'm taking forever and stuff. I don't know. But yeah, stuff. What was I saying? Yeah, I just want people to enjoy my gay squids. Which, speaking of gay squids, I do like I've line arted a good amount of the first chapter. I'm currently drafting the second chapter on paper, mainly because it's just faster to do that than it is to actually do it on PC. It's really weird. So I'm doing that. I'm also drafting chapter 3, and I do also want to start drafting out like original stuff again, like actual original stuff. Because there's a lot of characters that I have that I've not really been able to show, but I should probably show again, and just, you know, have people appreciate my OCs again, and whatnot. Because I used to be on the fence about like, oh, like the story's not ready, and stuff. I can't really explain too much about this OC. But that's how a lot of OCs on the internet are like. They're just like, oh, they just have a cool design, and stuff, and maybe a bit of story. And it's that sort of mindset that I should really go back into, of, you know, just showing off a cool OC, and then I, like, when the story is ready, it's like, hey, the story is ready, you can read it here, kind of like thing. So yeah, because that was what I was like with Toast and Natto. At first I was like, oh, I didn't really want to show too much about them because their story wouldn't be ready in quite a while. But then I spun it off into its own thing, and I was like, oh, I could actually just do this, and then people will have to deal with it. They might be out of order, but then in the future, once I've drawn everything, they'll be in order, and then it won't actually matter and stuff. The publishing date might be different, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm just doing what I want to do. So yeah. I guess for now, I need a part-time job that actually sustains, and, you know, that actually pays the bills. But when it comes to my art, I don't want to sacrifice my own sanity again, for the prospect of making money. Because as a uni lecturer once told me, no one, like, if you're getting into the art for the money, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. Because, you know, no one makes art. No one makes money from their art. We're all starving artists out here. Anyway, here is the sketch so far. I am gonna do something really quick. Yeah, there we go. So that's the sketch so far. It's been a short stream, but as I said, I'm fucking... I don't know what's wrong with me. I think I am burnt out and a bit tired and fatigued, so I'm probably just gonna stop it here so far, if that's okay. And yeah, looking good. Okay, sweet. I'll send you the sketch. And obviously if you're happy with me to continue, I will continue. I just don't think I have the mentality to continue it today. I might do some personal art like later today, but I don't know if I have the capacity to actually like continue with work, if that makes sense. I'm really sorry, but at the same time I should probably look after myself a bit better, so yeah, I'm gonna pop that there. I'm gonna take a big stretch. I'm also gonna save this so that I don't forget. But yeah, I also realized that, oops. Oh, okay, no, that's not gonna work. Whatever, we'll do that. We'll save it as a thingy first. Yeah, self-care. Self-care is what I need right now. This has only been about a 2-hour stream. But yeah, we're gonna stop for today because I'm fucking dying. So yeah, I will schedule a stream later and we can continue this. We'll do the line art and then probably the flat colors for it and stuff. But yeah, we at least did the sketch, which I'm happy because that's at least one stage done. So yeah, thank you for watching a short stream of mine. Even I say short stream, I think some people only tend to stream for like, I don't know, like 2 hours anyway. But knowing me, like my streams are actually quite long. But yeah, we will stop the stream for today because I'm just dying. But yeah, thank you for watching. and I will see you next time. Bye!